We are live 364 days a year. What are we doing here?
If Dom turns at SummerSlam, I'm shaving my moustache off. I've told you, if that happens, it's going. My lip is cold because of a stupid bet that I made with YouTube.
Oh, good.
Wrestle's better than Daniel Bryan Daniels. Better than Okada.
How do you not get 60 after Monday Night Raw?
What is going on, everybody? We are back once again with another edition. Wrestling Republic's off the air every single Tuesday night following NXT. I'm stoked to be here. The Tuesday night delight will not be here, but that is remarkably unimportant at this moment. Monster shout out. He's handling other business. We had an episode of NXT that we got to break down, and what I believe the audience needs more than anything is somebody to do. My friend in Louisville, Kentucky will remind me what it is that they need to do.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. No, I ain't Najee Harris. It is your boy Dryzzy, the wrestling plug. You don't know what to watch. I got you. I need to change my name to Joe Hendry now that I think about it. I gotta do that. Like, that was perfect. It was
Say
absolutely,
his name and
absolutely perfect. You know what? It's funny. Before the show started, me and Clark were sitting there having a conversation just about NXT, and like we haven't had any great. That is absolute. The way that it was presented and done, absolutely perfect. Joe Hendry needs to be used like that as long as this partnership is going on from now on.
I could not agree more. This was the best utilization of Joe Hendry we've seen in recent weeks. Obviously, we're both here in football jerseys. It's
NXT week. I mean, no, not NXT. NFL week.
NFL week, NXT, all of the above, none of the below when it comes to that. No doubt about it. But we've got Hank and Tank against Dark State. Joe Hendry's involvement, as you mentioned. And we've got the fallout. Ricky Saints and Oba Femi. Talk to me about all of it. We previewed it in the intro, but let's get right into it, Driz. What were your thoughts on Hank and Tank, little redemption time against Dark State?
You know what? On paper, I looked at this match and was like, I do not want to see this. But seeing Hank and Tank bring out the fun side of Oba Femi and Ricky, they all work. They're like, yeah, let's go. We're super. They are the epitome of we want to be the super friends so bad. And Ricky embraced it. He's like, yeah, cool. Let's go, Hank and Tank. Oba Femi. He got up there, he rubbed his belly a little, he got a little belly boy in him. But no, he didn't want to do that, man. That was as far as he was going. He even sat there and hit the Ricky Starks pose. It's literally the story of this match isn't Team Hank Tank, Oba, and Ricky against Dark State. It was Ricky, I'm better than you, and I'm gonna show you I'm better than you. Anything you can do, I can do better. And Ricky and Oba basically just could not coexist anymore, and after that went and brawled into the back. They made it seem like it was bigger than what it really was, but in actuality it's a normal NXT brawl. They can't get away from each other. They go out the back door. That ain't what we're here for. That's not why we're here. We are here because at the
funny
end
part to me is, I've been saying it about Ricky Saints. Was that impactful? Or did he need Oba Femi? Did he make an impact on that match? Or did he need Oba Femi to do so?
Oba Femi didn't let him do nothing.
You know, he didn't. But at the same time, you can criticize the way I've been really harsh. And I'm not saying you personally, Driz. Of course not. But you've been on the program here when I've gone, all the way making fun of Ricky Saints. I've had my fair share of time throwing Ricky under the bus. This is another reason why. I don't get it. What did he do to earn Oba Femi? Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to believe that Javon Evans can't beat Oba Femi, but Ricky Saints can? Stop it. Knock it off.
You're not a prisoner of the moment. That's the problem. You're not a prisoner of the moment.
It's not gonna
Ricky
happen for
Ricky
me.
holds the world in the palm of his hands, in the sound of his voice. He got it.
It's wild. We've got some comments we got to go through here. We got Fernando Zayas with say his name and he appears absolutely as Drizzy mentioned. That is, I'm afraid Joe Hendry might join the program. Oh, honestly,
We be careful. We don't say his name around here.
if he was, we would advertise it so that we would have a lot of viewers.
That was absolutely hilarious. No one's here to save you, Joe Hendry.
Joe
That
Hendry.
has that no. That literally has me. That really holds me. That it's hilarious.
It works. I mean,
If Joe Hendry was a brand new superstar and that's how they introduced him, that's got to be one of the greatest debuts ever.
I was thrown, and I'm going to get criticized for wearing a Houston Oilers Earl Campbell jersey here as far as my fandom is concerned, but I'm a huge Earl Campbell fan. But the Chicago Blackhawks jerseys, hockey team,
Yeah.
Triz, that Hank and
Nice.
Tank were wearing, I dug
Very nice.
that. I thought that was an electric play. I mean, it's funny to me. Hank and Tank are easy to criticize.
They're enigma. I don't know what it is.
But then every now and again, like nights like tonight, I actually thought tonight they were delightful. Like they really showed out. Like they're easy to be critical of at certain times, but then tonight there's nights like
They're like
you were saying.
they're like electricity in a windstorm. The wind's
Yeah.
gonna blow, and sometimes the electricity's gonna be on, and sometimes it's gonna be off.
But when it works, it works.
It does. It does.
Yeah, like
I think our head of opinions, Kobe, we were just I don't know what it is about the sometimes their TV matches are just too goofy and over the top, but when you get them on PLEs where it really matters, they are on. They are really
100%.
good. The Dark State match was not bad. It was not bad at all.
I do 100% agree, but I don't want Anthony Ricciardi to get mad at us. He's the opinions guy. Kobe reviewing.
No.
No, you're good. I just wanted to, you never know.
I said he's sleepy. He's not worried about it. Don't worry about Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Okay. We can keep talking about this. Let's talk really quickly about Oba and Saints because I bet we have differing opinions on this.
We do.
And it's gonna happen with the way the tag team's working, and not to quote a Chicago classic on it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. We know what this is, and everything. Team together, brawl, team brawl. Can they coexist? They can't. They get. What happens when they fight?
A tale as old as time.
Drizzy, the question I want to ask you though is, what am I supposed to buy into Ricky Saints wise that tells me he has any chance in the blue hell to beat Femi at anything, let alone like hopscotch? He's not gonna beat him in pool. He can't swim as fast. There's no way. Like I don't see a sport or a game that Ricky Saints has an advantage over Obafemi. Do you see any avenue in which Ricky Saints possibly takes the title off Obafemi?
Ricky Starks has what you call it. He couldn't get rid of it if he had it to sell. And honest to God, Ricky's charisma is overpowering. It like you can't help but not root for the man when you're in the same room. Well, Clark can, but he just in the same room as him. He does have a very powerful move set. He does have he checks all the right boxes. He passed the airport test. I'm absolutely sure he passed the airport test. He looks like a star. He looks like a champion. I say all that because about 2 years ago, I bought low on Obafemi stock, and I'm not selling just yet. I would love to see Ricky Saints be NXT champion. but it cannot be in the exact same world that Obafemi rules. He's gonna be champion,
Ooh.
but it just is not gonna be in the same world that Obafemi lives, breathes, sleeps, vacations in. It just can't happen.
That is absolutely fascinating because I'm in 100% agreement. There cannot be a rematch. He cannot beat him twice. He cannot steal the title from Obafemi. Please do not ever do that. Don't stop it. Knock it off. That's silly.
It's gonna
That's
take an act of God. It's gonna take an act of
childish.
God.
Yes, somebody has to defeat Obafemi at some point. We know of one who has done so that we haven't seen on television. That's Tony D.
And he ain't been right since.
We watched it happen, though. We absolutely watched it happen. At the end of the day, man, this is where it's tough for me. Ricky Saints for real? This was it? They were like, well, it worked with Blake Monroe. Knock it off. Knock it off. Stop it. That is goofy as you can make it. Like, Ricky Saints can't beat Obafemi at anything. He's not better at anything than Obafemi. And if Oba's going to drop the title and it's to Ricky Saints, I will unfortunately be really bitter on this Tuesday night show that I look forward to every single week. And I come here with a good mood because NXT is fun. And it's Drizzy and Shad, my good friends, but it's going to bother me if Ricky Saints defeats Obafemi. I'm just saying that, Driz. It's going to bug me.
It's gonna make him if he does. Let's just say he.
That's fair.
Let's just say Jesus is like, you know what, Ricky, you got it on this one. And Obafemi does take that loss to Ricky Saints. Ricky's made at that point. I know he took that loss to Jasper Troy a little bit ago, and it can all be righted. It can all be thrown away. It's almost like a restart if he does, and he's made. But I don't think Ricky needs it though. I don't think he needs it from him.
That's like when the waiter comes up to you and they're like, listen, I understand you ordered wings, but the kitchen's backed up. Here's a free order of mozzarella sticks. You're like, of course mozzarella sticks are okay, but I wanted the wings. Like that's my only fear there.
We're not getting this wings around. We're not getting the wings this time around.
We're not getting the wings.
Obafemi said no wings tonight, so no wings for you. You get these
if he loses the Ricky Saints, I'll tell you what, there's definitely no wings. Nowhere to be found.
If Obafemi takes a loss, he's not going to be in NXT anymore. And I really feel like that's the way we're probably going to go.
That's why I think he has to drop it to the strongest star possible.
I don't think he does. I don't think Ricky needs that win.
And that's why I think it's not Ricky. I think he's gonna beat Ricky. I think you have to put him in a multi-man match, Driz. You have to put him in a multi-man match and have someone else get pinned and he loses the title. And then we see him on Monday.
Story-wise, I could see that, but I feel like he would have to be pinned in it. Just because he's been the king of the triple threat matches for so long.
I don't think you can pin him. Don't do it. Not at this stage. And not Ricky Saints.
And this is a playbook we've seen work. Gunther was built that playbook, and he went every time he took a loss. The next time he goes around, he's picking up another belt and he's holding for a while. This was like the last time he was a world champion. He's a 2-time WWE champion. Oh yeah, WWE champion now. Off of that, so.
100%. Okay, honestly, we have one of the quotes of the century. I love this. I love mozzarella sticks from Fernando.
You should.
Like, I'm sorry, I really wasn't trying to.
Everyone loves a good mozzie.
I can't lie. When I was thinking of the analogy in the first place, I almost went potato skins. I wasn't
Ain't
entirely.
nobody's looking for potato skins. They
That's
want the mozzies. They want the
see.
wings.
I should have gone.
You want a nice
potato
blooming
skins.
onion.
Dang it! That's it. I was stuck between the two there. It got dicey for me at the end of the day. But Driz, let's talk about a match that I think is almost unfair because fans like you and I, these might be two of, not might be two. These might be the two most talented women on the NXT roster, and we're talking about Lash Legend and Jada Parker.
Oh my god!
Come on now. Hello. Lash picks up the victory, but nobody lost in this affair, Driz. And I think there's no debate about that. Talk to me about this one because I think both. You can't quantify charisma, but if you could, it's out of the screen every single time.
So one thing we always got with Lash is she always looks good. Always looks good. Presentation is always on point every single time. Tonight we got to see her get down, dirty, and nasty, filthy fighting. Jada Parker has this way of just bringing the evil out of somebody. We've seen her do it with Lola Vice. We've seen her do it with Kalani. She just brings the. If you're gonna step in the ring with Jada Parker, you have to get nasty. So Lash Legend, it's called the Bougie Bully for a reason, and Jada definitely learned why they call her that. Getting put through a table, but this is the thing: you can win all the matches you want. But Jada always makes sure that she's the one walking out. And that's exactly what she did tonight after she put Lash through the barricade. And that is something that's also unheard of from the women. You very seldomly see the women get spots like that. They save that for the big meaty men. Jada got the big the big spot that they don't normally give. And I think that speaks that they trust her enough that she can be that vicious to make just all types of havoc, just reap all types of hell. And I absolutely love that. Give me more of this. Inject it into my veins.
I'm 100% with you. Do you want to know what makes me scared to death, Drizzy? Lash Legend is becoming the veteran worker on NXT.
Yes.
When is the time? Are you serious? There are athletes that can't hang with Lash on the main roster. Why are we putting her in this position? Jada, I'm not worried about. You and I have long discussed how good she is on the microphone and all of that. Every single thing about it is unbelievable presentation wise. But Lash is missing nothing. Lash's time to get called up to the big leagues was 6 months ago. And it still is. It's not if, it's when. And that's the most frustrating part to me. Is
It's
like
gonna
this
happen.
match was outstanding. Yes.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. And it needs to. Lash Legend is beyond ready. And this is no knock on Jada Parker. Do not get that twisted. Anybody that's listening, right? I'm not saying that Jada's not absolutely killing it on NXT. But Lash has been ready since she was tagging with Jakara Jackson and they were appearing on the main roster. Lash has been long ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just counting down the days because the impact she makes, it needs to be electric and it needs to be well written. So if you're listening, WWE, if you mess up Lash Legend, I'll never forgive you.
It's right there on the plate. It's literally right here. It's literally right here.
Yeah.
Just roll it out there. I guarantee the fans will gravitate to. You seen how the pop she got at Evolution?
That's so true.
She got a
Unbelievable, off the
pop.
charts. And down to the final three. Final two.
Yeah.
Final two. Shoot. She was the last elimination. I'm sorry. Look at me. I'm half disrespecting Lash Legend because I can't even believe it. Like it's silly to me. Lash Legend, it's time, my friends. It's time. And that is no knock on Jada Parker because this match was off the charts.
Mhm.
You know, let's move on though, because we've got the speed semifinal between Candice LeRae and Zaya Brookside. Triz, why are we still doing this? What are we doing here?
They're
Can you,
trying to
can you
they're trying to
explain?
save stuff. They're trying to save what didn't work on Twitter. They're trying to save it, and I applaud them for trying to save it. But we're also starting to get into the realm of too many belts, too many accolades. I know they didn't want to get rid of it just because Soruka who is a credible champion, is holding it. But I'm not, I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out. It's still early. This is like the first of all of this, so we're gonna have to give it to. And I do think that they picked a really good match to start it off. Zaya Brooks, I was actually very happy to see do enter in this because I was a big fan of hers in NXT UK. She's come so far ever since joining with TNA. It's almost she's not even the same wrestler anymore. Absolutely great, but in the ring with someone like Candice LeRae. Candice is probably one of the toughest women on that roster, and there's not too much you can do with her. She's a veteran who's been around for a while. She knows all the tricks. Zaya is still learning, but this was a really good match of the veteran outsmarting the rookie. Well, I don't want to call her a rookie. Just she knows some tricks that Zaya just doesn't know yet. It all comes with time, but Candice was absolutely good in it.
And we know Brookside, obviously the history there. If you're a diehard fan, knowing she's knowledgeable in the ring, I thought it was great for what it was, and I'm glad you broke it down that way too, because truthfully, I didn't deliver the segment as politely as I probably should have. I mean, to be honest, the speed title is an issue for me. I really don't know what we do with this. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think that's where I had a bit of a problem. Is the speed title to this Drizzy, hear me out real quick
Yeah,
before I send this to you.
yeah,
I feel like the speed title implies rushing it.
yeah.
And that's where I get lost on it. I don't know. Do you see a little bit of that or not?
I understand where they're coming from. Today's wrestling fan, the attention span has gone in. In fact, people in general, your attention span is about the length of a TikTok video. And these matches are about the length of a TikTok video. So I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to catch that lightning in a bottle really quickly, but you also have the Heritage Cup. You also have like tag matches. You have like all these different things, and I don't know if we really need another belt that sticks strictly to that. I don't think we really need that. And I feel like you can't have the Heritage Cup and the Speed title live in the exact same world because they're gonna be end up doing the same thing with the men's belt soon too. And then that just adds another title to all of this, and
Exactly.
we're getting
That's where
bloated at that point.
I'm so on the same page. It's not even about the another title part. It's the implications of it too.
Hmm.
It's like it has to be fast. So we're gonna see it. The speed match. This is the social media match. It changes the outlook. If you watch the product week in and week out, you can tell the difference, right? And that to me is where I get frustrated. You can totally see what the difference is. And let's talk a little bit further, Driz, about my frustration. Blake Monroe is announced as the woman from hell, which take that what you will. After seeing her own blood, and you got Jordan Grace. Blake Monroe is an absolute phony. I've been saying it since the beginning. Can't wait till the day she admits that it's really her twin sister that was Mariah May, because there's no debate about it. It's an absolute fact. There's no way somebody as accomplished as Mariah May would act like a petulant child on Tuesday nights after their debut. This is silly as you can make up. It's so silly. Jordan Grace will whoop Blake Monroe someday. Her comeuppance is on the way. Wherever Mariah May is, I cannot wait until she wakes up from her hibernation, because this isn't it. And that is my belief. Drizzy, I gotta ask you about it. Talk to me about Mariah May. Blake Monroe.
So, unlike me and Clark are on like two sides of the same pillow. He dislikes that for that reason. I have a more of an issue with the bookings rushing of this whole thing. This Jordan Grace Blake Monroe feud has been booked like a 7 month, 8 month feud, and it's only been 3 months. We are jumping major chapters now just to get to the big payoff match. Like literally tonight, Bookie calling her the woman out of hell just because a punch that we never saw causes blood, and the amount of blood that came, I'm expecting to see like a cut across your face. No, this is where it is hard to suspend your disbelief. I understand we watch a wrestling program with dead morticians, demons, and an Irish whip is a thing, but you have to give me a little bit more realism sometimes. And this tonight they're trying to make this into a blood feud too quickly. You're not going through the proper things. I don't care about this as much to see this. Like I should be honestly the way that they have booked this. The next match should be a Hell in a Cell, but I don't believe it. It's hard to believe this. And it's not. I don't want to say it's because of the characters, because it's really not. You could put any other characters in this, and I really feel like I would feel the exact same way, but because it's Blake, it's her first feud on the over here. The magnifying glass is going to be a little bit more. The lights are going to be a lot more brighter for her. They're going to be watching her a little bit more because they're going to be, oh well, this isn't like the Hollywood ending. So she's always going to be compared to that. I do hate that for her, but this booking is not helping at all.
I couldn't agree more. And I'm so glad you said it the way you did, because she was so not ready. She was so not ready for something like this.
It's
Blood
too
feud
rushed.
with Jordan Grace.
You have a
She
blood feud
looked.
after.
She didn't look like the superstar that she is. She didn't look like the killer that she is. I was there this calendar year at Revolution when she wrestled Tony Storm in LA, and what was as close to a death match as you could ask for. I don't think it's the same person, but I'll tell you what, Driz, they look a hell of a lot alike. Mariah May against Tony Storm, arguably the women's match of the year. We're talking about glass. We're talking about tables. We're talking about all of the tricks up everybody's sleeve.
But why did that work?
It's not Halloween yet, Drizzy, though. We can't cosplay. The reason it worked is because it was really great storytelling. And the talent was great. And the talent was great.
It time.
But it ain't.
Gave it time.
They gave it time.
I said Jordan is not a bad wrestler. Jordan has been in long feuds similar to this before, and they give it time. I've never seen a feud like this where they're trying to cram 10 months of a story into 3 months.
It's not good. It's frustrating too, because the other thing is, it's only alleged, obviously, that Blake is Mariah May. They may or may not be the same person. We're entirely unsure, at least on this program, right, Driz?
Mm.
And so, it could be either one, but they do look a lot alike. And just the Mariah May I know was not afraid of, shedding some blood, being in a situation where, there's things like glass or thumbtacks or chairs involved. Right. And she also, from her mentor, Tony Storm, took a lot. Jordan Grace is an all-timer, Hall of Famer. I think she's an amazing talent. If this isn't Ken Griffey Jr. 97 Slugfest, Drizzy, though, I will be disappointed between her and Blake Monroe. Allegedly, maybe Mariah May.
I have no doubts that the match will be great, but this is gonna go up there with like those WrestleMania matches, specifically for the ones for whatever women's title is on SmackDown, where the story sucks, but the match is fucking great.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that they can do is they can have an incredible, outstanding match of the year candidate. It's just the story. For this, the story is overshadowing the actual wrestling.
I think that's fair. 100% Driz. Let's go to what wasn't the main event of the evening for a reason. Let's go to the best pump fake I've seen on a Tuesday in quite some time. We thought we had Undertaker. Did you see the Harley pulling up? It was like we were right there. We had it. He was ready to rock and roll. We were about to get the American BA. We were about to get Fred Durst.
We got the American lame ass.
We got Josh freaking Briggs. We got Briggs, and we got Briggs really messing around. Full heel. Messing around Javon Evans. Javon Evans has been on a hell of a run. I don't know if I really get this. He's been in triple threat matches with Briggs, in which he's still won the show. I liked the segment. I was hoping it was Jasper Troy on the bike, to be honest. He's been wearing biker gear since he debuted. We ended up with Briggs. I don't know, Driz. Can you quantify this one for me?
What's the best way to get some good heat is booing your top babyface, and and as we were watching promo, I wanted to make sure that I talked about this. Javon Evans, for so long, ever since he got signed with NXT, he has been criticized for the way that he cuts promos. It sounds YN-ish. If you know what a YN is, you know. If you know, you know. He sounds very YN-ish. It's very raw. It's very uncut. You get what you get, and I love it. I love it. People that look like us love it because it speaks to us. It's what we're like. We understand. If you know, you know. But he is criticized for it so long. He has learned how to use that same raw, uncut emotion to reach the fans, to sit there and pour his heart out, to pour his soul out. He's pure white meat babyface right now. White put the right white hat on him. He's the sheriff of the town. He is absolutely the babyface to beat right now, and I absolutely love that. And the best way to get some heat is in an emotional moment like that. Give us something that we really wanted, and then snatch it right back from us at the very last minute. We have been talking about how directionless Josh Briggs has been for a while now, and tonight we finally got full heel Josh Briggs. Let him go ahead and be this biker. Let him do his own little thing like that. We've been talking about he could even sit there and probably start his own faction. Please don't do that. We've got enough factions at the moment. but he could probably be a top heel right now. And I think having him go through this metamorphosis to be this evil biker is the way to go. We're getting a more he feels more comfortable on the mic as a heel too. I don't know what it is, but he feels more comfortable.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Driz, because I agree with almost everything you said. But correct me if I'm wrong here. Did it not feel a touch like, okay, he's feeling a bit soft right now? Give him a motorcycle. Like, how did we end up with like,
Honest
let's
to
get
God,
this guy a motorcycle?
honest to God, he always walked around with the biker jet vest anyway. I assumed he had one. I feel like he should always have a bike.
Yeah, he's gone to the well for the motorcycle thing. Yeah, I'm with you. The one thing is, I don't know what the one-on-one matchup between Briggs and Javon does. That's where I'm a bit like,
So Bricks has proven that he can have 5-star matches.
that is true.
I don't think there's any need. I honestly don't think there's any need to try and prove that. At this point, I think it's just trying to get character work on him because that's always
Yeah.
been the weaker spot of it. He has great matches all the time,
Yeah.
but the character work is what has always been what has soured us on him.
Well, because what I was blown away by too, and you sort of mentioned it without like saying it fully, almost even right. And what you were talking about, I thought Javon actually outshined him on the microphone. Like I thought Javon was more in his bag, as the kids are saying these days, than Briggs was, even when, and he had all the chips on
And I
his
think
side of the table.
but I think that's kind of how it should have been. I feel like
That's
he
true.
should have outshined him. So Briggs has to go. Oh, I can't out talk him. So guess what? You're getting a choke slam through a shirt.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I absolutely think that's the way it's supposed to be. So
I-
whenever this comes back, I really feel like this segment right here is what built both of them. There's no the match is just a formality
Totally.
at this point. This is the moment that builds both of them, and now we have two. Well, even though Javon's already had his, we have another fresh competitor, somewhat for Obafemi.
I think that's where I run into trouble on tonight's show, right? And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm like, Oba logically, main roster, stop it. It's time. And I feel the same on the other end of the equation about multiple women in the women's division.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at like, if you leave the cupboard bare, what do we do Tuesday nights? What are your thoughts on that part?
Well, we've kind of been living through that these last few months. Because remember when Mello and Braun and everybody went up? For the longest, all we had was what Oba, Trick,
Tony D,
Wes,
though,
and Ilya.
it's been it's been slimmed because I mean, think about it. We had Fraxium during that time, Driz.
Yeah, and now
Like
they're
we
gone.
had, and now they're gone, and it's the cupboard's starting to get barren.
Like all the it's like that for all the divisions, kind of. I think the North American division is the only one that isn't in limbo as it is right now. But take a few people out of that, and you're kind of there.
Yeah, it's a funky situation. I think we're in because it's so easy to talk about like Black and Gold or 2.0 or this era, that era, the other.
I think the biggest difference between Black and Gold and this era is the Black and Gold always had somebody else. You knew who was coming in next. You could see it coming.
Driz, what I was going to say that I think is fascinating is think about the amount of time we've covered on this very program, on Off the Air, NXT. We don't have names for these eras,
Yeah.
right? They end at Black and Gold 2.0,
And
right?
now,
There's this, that, the other, and then it ends.
yeah.
I don't know what we say about because
Like what?
I feel like we're in a newer one than we were last year. We haven't named the last one,
Yeah.
you know, and
You're
that
right.
throws me for a loop.
Because there's nothing that's real outside of like Obafemi, Javon, and Trick. There hasn't been anything in the women. There's been nothing to really define this era. of NXT.
Absolutely. And it's funny because there's a lot of it. I think I might want to call it the women's division era because that's what we preached at its peak
I mean,
during the
that
unnamed
might
time.
be it. That might be it. It's just
Like
this is the women's.
truthfully, like it was. I mean, you pumped out the best women's roster in wrestling
Yep.
for over a year and a half in a row.
Yep.
There's no debate about that. I think at least say what you will about call-ups, anything else.
Even
I
with
think there's-
call-ups, the women have definitely
care,
stuck to
Julia.
that. They have stuck to that same black and gold formula of there's always going to be somebody coming up. Even right now with Blake and Jordan at the top of it, you
Right.
still have people like we saw tonight. Callie Armstrong will be coming up soon. Tyra May Steele will be coming up soon. Kendall Gray coming up soon.
No doubt about it, Driz. Like I'm 100% with you, and like it is interesting because we could talk about this the rest of the night, and I know that.
Yeah.
But that will bring us to the end of the show. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. We really appreciate it, as always, over here at WR Grappling for Position. If you don't already subscribe to Wrestling Republic's Undercard, what in the wide world of sports are you doing? Make sure you do that immediately because Grappling for Position is one of the best shows that we have going. On behalf of me, Drizzy, I already said me like 5 times. How many more times can I toot my own horn here? It's the end of the show. All right, everyone, have a great Tuesday night. Enjoy it. We will talk to y'all soon and appreciate you as always.